Good luck.
Meh. Meh. Well, it's been about an hour since I shot that deer. Gosh, he looked great. He looked really good to me. Man, he definitely has 5 points on his right side. I couldn't see his left side very good, but I'm hoping he's a 10-pointer. I'm in the river bottoms in Mississippi, hunting with my good friend Will Primos. I just always get nervous because, you know, when I'm hunting with somebody else, the shot was not ideal. He was quartering to me a little bit. I put it tight to the shoulder. It looked like I got pretty decent penetration, but I always like to see more. And he ran off about maybe 60 yards and stopped, and it got real quiet, and I heard just splashing. And I kind of looked down there, and I could see little flashes of him, like he was dying in the water. This is so cool. I'm like almost like on a little island. The deer just come and go, and you can hear them splashing and chasing each other around. When I got in here this morning, it was so cool because I actually heard my first ever real roar, where a buck actually roar. There's a buck chasing a doe out in this water, and he was roaring, just roar. I'm like, the doe was bleeding, and he was roaring right behind her, and all I could just, it was dark, and they maybe got within 30 yards of me. I turned the camera on to try to capture some of the audio because it was just so dark. But wow, what a morning. So that happened, and then it got pretty quiet for a little while, and the ducks all moved in. I got ducks all around me. And I heard just a little sploosh, sploosh, and I looked up, and here this buck comes. So I got the camera on. I looked at the footage. I didn't have him centered very good. He was kind of in the top of the screen. But it's very difficult to film whitetails by yourself, which anybody that's ever done it will gladly tell you. But I did the best I could do. I shot a nice buck. He ran over there. I just sent Will and Jonnie a text, and I'm going to wait for them. I'm 99.9% sure he's going to be right there, the way he was splashing around.
Way to go, Paul.
Oh, man. He's
Way
nice,
to go. That is a beautiful buck.
It's right in the water, right where I heard him splashing. Wow, he's nice. Look at this big bladed tine here. Oh my gosh. Look at that, Will.
Get up.
Nice deer. Wow.
We did it, Johnny. We put him in the right spot.
Oh, that stand was perfect. Is this easy dragging through the water?
Yeah, you can float him. Get him over here, and I'll help you out.
Oh, man. I drug one to the water before. What a great day, Will. Thanks, man. Well, but he's clean. He's a clean tan. That is unbelievable. You know what? I'm gonna have you hold my bullet.
Johnny. Okay. Hey, the help finally arrived. Waited until we had him to the road. I want you to know that Mr. St. Clair drug this deer all of 10 feet just for the video camera.
Thanks, I'll take anything. Any help I can get.
I mean, you see, Paul?
I seen 5 bucks this morning, and does and fawns and chasing and just all kind of action going on. It was a great morning.
Tell me, how come you're trying to talk so soft?
Because Will does not allow any loud talking in the woods.
This is true.
And you know how I just want to go, wow! You have no idea. Will, I turned that ozonics off.
Yeah.
And I had 2 deer wind me within the first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
They were all coming from downwind.
Yeah.
I'm glad I had that.
Johnny and I set this stand up for an east wind, and Paul hadn't been worried about too much scent control because he's been using his ozonics. He sprayed a little bit this morning, but obviously not enough.
Not enough for the deer. It was crazy in there this morning. Crazy.
And you heard a roar for the first time?
I heard my first roar ever.
The roar. You heard it. You heard what we call it, a very aggressive grunt.
I mean, I don't know if I've ever. I mean, it was unbelievable, the roar. Yeah, 4 of them, and I tried to turn my camera on to get audio of it because he was so close. A lot of ticks, huh? And I couldn't get it.
No, he's going up.
He's a fighter.
Yep. Cues on. Yeah, baby.
What you got to say, Mr. Paul?
Yeah!